Alright, y'all, we're going to get into an updated PvP best in slot tier list for both free to play and pay to win. So let's get ready to do it. Alright, so said in the intro, we're going to be getting into best in slot for both for PvP for both free to play and pay to win. But before that, we got to get into the usual shenanigans. This video is sponsored by UPTO. We're using my code EGNI2023. You can get anywhere from 5 to 40% off on all in-game purchases, especially with the holidays around the corner. It's a great way to save some extra money, so you can go on and get those gifts. Full description of how to take full advantage of this will be down in the description down below. Alright, so we just recently made a chart, which I will put up on the screen now to let you kind of see it. This is going to be the best in slot. So we'll go through each one and kind of break it down and show why it is. Alright, so first off, we'll start with Guardians free to play. So Guardians free to play, one of the best ants is going to be this Hairy Panther in the front slot. Hairy Panther is a very, very strong ant. Anybody that's had it can probably tell you it's pretty strong. Now for free to play, you also have the option of using Leaf Devour, which is going to be like your second best to use. And then as well as you could use like Mimicry, but honestly for a more consistent hit, I would suggest something like Crimson Fragger, something of that nature. Now, if you don't have Hairy Panther, you can use ants like the PA. PA is a very good one. That's probably the second best. And then you can even use ants like, where is mine? Shield Warden. Shield Warden is also a decent ant in the front line. As far as second line, if you don't have Leaf Devourer, you're really kind of stuck with like Jack Jumper, Mimicry, Crimson Fragger, something of that combination. Same with the back line for free to play. Now getting on to shooters free to play. So right now, and I didn't put it on the chart because I have a feeling that they're actually going to be nerfing it rather soon. But honestly, the best combination right now is the Dolly, Weaver, and Wise Berserker combo as far as free to play. I have a feeling that they're probably going to be nerfing Weaver pretty soon, so I did not put that on the list. Putting Dolly as the best, along with Wise Berserker and Reapmaster as far as free to play. Now, if you don't have Dolly, you can use things like Universal Giant Tooth. That's what I ran for a very long time. That's pretty much it for the front line, or Nimble, I'm sorry. Nimble is also very good to be running in the Nimble line, or in the front line. You can also run combinations like Nimble, Giant Tooth, Reapmaster, or Wise Berserker, depending on what you have. The synergy between Nimble and Wise Berserker works really, really well. So yeah, those are some different options for you as far as that. And then getting into the carriers PvP. The SE is going to be the absolute best to have in the front line if you have it, with the Golden Crystal second line and the Shikri in the third. If you don't have SE, you are in the current, you can run like Graceful Tree Ant is a decent one. You can also run like a Giant Tooth in the front line, but you definitely want to have some kind of support double DPS on pretty much all troop types, but Carrier is one of the ones that's very needed as far as that. Alright, so getting into pay to win. So for pay to win Guardians, you still would want to use the Hairy Panther. Hairy Panther's one, it's an absolutely insane ant. And then or you can have something like the Adisexant in the front line, which is also a very good ant. And then you still want to have your DPS. So it'd be like Hairy Panther, Ada, Leaf Devourer, Parata. would be your best to go for that. Getting into the shooters, again, the dolly weaver combo right now is the absolute best, but again, I think that they're going to nerf it. So having a dolly NTA as a front line is the absolute best way to go. And then to have Wise Berserker or Laffy as your second and third line. Wise Berserker can be exchanged with Reap Master, etc., etc. And then for carriers, the SE is still going to be the absolute best to have in the front line, but again, you can change it out with different things like the MF. Oh, I forgot to mention for Guardians, this one's a pretty good one too for the front line. Or even the Ghost Amp, but you want some kind of support in the front line, followed by the Golden Crystal and the LB. If you don't have the LB or the Golden Crystal, it can be exchanged out with Shikari, but you won't be putting out nearly as much actual flat DPS. Alrighty, so I think that pretty much sums it up. Again, these charts will be in my Discord, so feel free to go ahead and take a look at them there. We're also going to be making a full chart with every ant as far as a best in slot, and go from there. On that, we're still in the works of making that. So yeah, this is Egne, and Egne is out. We'll see you in the next one.